gonna give people a minute to get here. I don't know who all will come in because I know Jason is working and Angel had something to do. It says there's 2 people here. Today's video live, the only reason why I'm doing this, I had not planned on it, is because people keep pissing me off, needless to say. And so I figured I better sit down and do this for my own mental health, because it's getting to the point where I just want to blow up at everybody and yell at people and cuss them out. And that's not good for my own sanity. And I don't understand why these people think it's okay to do what they're doing. So that's why I am doing a live stream today, so that it's out there. And that way, the next time somebody wants to be a creepy asshole, I can just send them the link to the live stream and they can watch it, and or not. It's up to them. So this is directed at all of the people that keep, hey Casey, that keep adding me on Facebook. I have never promoted my Facebook on my socials for a reason. Just like I don't give out my personal email address. It's personal. I don't give out my home phone, and I don't give out my cell phone number, and I don't give out my home address unless it's to somebody who I trust enough to give it to. Can you find all these things on the internet? You sure can. But lately I have been inundated with requests from people that have either found my YouTube channel or found me through Twitch or whatever, and they think it's appropriate to send me not only inappropriate messages on Facebook, but friend requests. I had one friend request come in today from a gentleman who claims to be a Trump supporter and 31 years old from Pennsylvania. I'm not quite sure if he is developmentally disabled in some way. One of my friends sent me a live video that he had done that it appears that he has some sort of developmental issues. But that still doesn't give them the right to add me on Facebook and then try and send me a direct message on there as well when I told them to stop. I had a 20-year-old kid from Canada recently who has a YouTube channel that also likes to play bass guitar that added me on Facebook as well. And then I had another 20-year-old from Australia, Queensland, Australia, add me on Facebook and then started telling me all of the things they love about me and my hair and my nose and all these sexual things that they wanted me to understand. I'm going to say this very loud and very clear. I'm a prude, number 1. 2, do not add me on Facebook, because I will bite your fucking head off. You don't add me on Facebook. I advertise my Instagram and my Twitter and my Twitch. You can add me on those places. Do not add me on Facebook. Don't go stalk my Facebook page and like all of my pictures that are public and comment on all my public posts, because you're fucking creepy. Fucking creepy. I will not tolerate it anymore. I'm done. So the next creepy motherfucker, and I had some guy from the Netherlands send me a message after he saw one of my videos and thought my nose was so sexy. He wanted to send me a message asking what kind of face mask I use, because he's a nurse in the Netherlands and he has a rather large proboscis as well. And he wanted to know what brand of mask I used, because I had to have a special mask because of how big my schnoz was. And he thought my nose was super sexy. And I am absolutely, I've had it. I've had it. Okay, you guys can take your creepy fetish, whatever the fuck, out somewhere else, okay? I don't care. I don't care if you think my hair is sexy and you want to run your fingers through it and you think you want to boop my nose. Well, you know what? What happens if you try and come and boop my nose? I'm going to boop you and yours right back. Just saying. I don't like to be touched. I don't like people anywhere near me, to be honest. I like being alone. And if I was to get in a relationship with somebody who actually lives 2,000 miles away from me, it would be Jason and Jason only, because we have a lot of similar interests. I respect him. He respects me. I trust him. And he doesn't fucking creep me out. Oh, I know, Casey. I know. I absolutely know. And you know, I do not tolerate a lot of things. I mean, I've had it out with you more than once, and you know that when I say something, I mean it. That's just how I am. Just like I don't mind, there's a lot of things about my life that I don't mind talking about because I'm a really open person. I just, I don't understand what vibe I'm getting off that says, "Ooh, she's cute. Let's go hit on her and be as creepy as possible on the internet towards her. Let's go stalkerish, pedophile-ish, weird fantasy, fet life bullshit on her because she just gives off this oozing vibe that I just have to go gush all over her." No, stop. I'm done. I don't care if you want to see my belly button or my tattoos or up my fucking nose. It is nasty. It is disgusting. That is not what I'm about at all, period. I am very straight-laced, very, very conservative, very straight-laced. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I figured I would get this across because I got inundated with messages on a video from 2019 from a gentleman last night. And then this morning I wake up to a friend request on Facebook from him. I'm sure he's a nice guy in person. He voted for Trump, so I want nothing to do with him. Nothing. Okay? There is somebody that does watch my channel who I respect, who also voted for Trump, and he knows how I feel about that. And I'm still friends with him because he respects me enough to not throw that stuff in my face. We've had our debates, and he is on my friends list on Facebook. But I've also known him for almost 4 years now. And we talk about all kinds of stuff. So it's not just YouTube stuff that we talk about. We talk about all kinds of stuff. And I do consider him a friend. But there's a line where I have to draw where I'm not, yes, I could be considered a public figure. I have an audience. But that doesn't give you the right to invade personal spaces of mine that I don't talk about on this platform for a reason. Facebook is where I rant. It's where I talk about stuff with my friends. It's where I kiki with the girls. It's where it's not. I'm going to try and pronounce your name. Chaitanya? Patil? Sorry if I butchered that. I'm usually pretty good at pronouncing names because I have a very strange one myself. The thing is that they find me on YouTube or Twitch. And they're like, "Oh, well, not only is she smart, but she plays video games and she's kind of cute. Let's go be creepy towards her." I don't understand. I don't get it. So that's why I'm making this so that people can understand that don't do that stuff to people. It's wrong. It's fucking creepy as hell and ew. I committed coffee abuse earlier, and there's coffee on the side of my cup because I spilled it. Jason told me I was in trouble. So I'm officially in trouble because I spilled my coffee in the kitchen. But I did clean up the mess. So hopefully that gives me a little bit of brownie points because I did take the time to clean up the stove, the floor, the front of the oven from where I spilled coffee. I don't understand what goes through somebody's head when they send me messages, especially private messages. And the one guy sent me a picture and I'm like, "Oh Lord, I really don't want to open this picture. I don't want to see a dick." I don't understand why guys think it's appropriate to send a picture of their pen is to random strangers that they don't know, because I could look at your pen is, or your pen is, and I could laugh at it because it is a pen is. And yes, I'm saying it that way so I don't get demonetized any more than I already do. And just for shits and grins, there it is. Just take out the space. So I don't care how unendowed or well endowed your pen is, because I don't care. I haven't physically been with anybody in well over 5 years, and there's many reasons for that, many of which have something to do with my health. I had cancer in 2015 and I had to have surgery in 2016. So needless to say, I haven't used any of that stuff in years, and I have no intention of using any of it anytime soon, because that just doesn't interest me. I don't understand why they do it either, Chai. I don't. Hopefully I can call you Chai. That's one of the gamer names my friend Jason uses is Chai. I'm used to just calling him that. I don't understand where people think it is appropriate to send inappropriate messages like that to a female. I know, depending on where you're from in the world, that it's culturally inappropriate to do that. I guess because I'm an American, that people think it's okay to be forward about that kind of stuff. But just so you all know, I'm going to be forward in my response back to tell you where to go and how to get there, because that's inappropriate. And for the most part, other than cussing, my channel is pretty PG. I do use profanity. I am a biker, so I do cuss quite proficiently. And I have no problems like blurting stuff out. But I really, unless it's like something from a personal experience, like sexual abuse or something like that, I'm not going to discuss things of that nature on my channel. And the only reason why I have spoken about the abuse history that I've gone through is because I had so many people asking me about it that it was time for me to just sit down and film a video and make it public, so that people could just watch it at their own pace and understand that my life hasn't been rainbows and puppies and kittens and flowers, that I've had a really rough life. And I think my abuse history has made me the way that I am, where I am very turned off by physical interactions with most people because it makes my skin crawl. And it's just the fact that I was abused for multiple years by multiple people. And just the thought of a man putting his hands on me for 99.9% makes me want to vomit. I can't. There's only one person I even think about somewhat semi that way, and he lives 2,000 miles away. So there's no point in even thinking about it. I don't care about views and subscribers, Casey. You know that. Yeah, I would not. I'm not going to allow somebody to verbally abuse me in a way that I find inappropriate just to get views or likes or subscribers. I'm not going to do that. If I lost 2,000 subscribers today, I'd be still posting and still uploading and still doing my own thing. The only thing that would really affect me, because this is my main source of income, is YouTube, even though it's not a whole lot of money, and it takes me 6 to 8 months to earn a minimum payout on YouTube, which is $100. So that gives you an idea of what I earn per month on YouTube. The thing is that as long as I maintain 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to continue to earn money somewhat on YouTube. And that's the only thing. You could get rid of 90% of my subscribers right now, and I wouldn't shed a tear. I've asked YouTube to do an audit on my account multiple times, and they have declined. Oops, sorry, I missed some messages. Chai, that's good that she got some justice and the person is sitting in jail. But the only thing is even though he's sitting in jail doesn't mean he has been convicted of a crime. And it's if you're here in the United States, then a lot of that stuff will get thrown out. And it's sad because it happens. And our justice system is pretty screwed up here. But hopefully enough ramifications from their actions have been put into place where if this person does get out and tries it again, that they go right back in. It's the lovely revolving door. Okay, well, your message was hidden for a reason, and I'm going to now go to your channel and report you and block you. So just so you know, 6363. And because I have 2 YouTube accounts, I can report you on both channels. Ta-da! I don't care who you send your inappropriate photos to. I don't take inappropriate photos. Hi, Amanda. Girl, I'm so mad. If I could send you like 12 screenshots right now from the shit I've been going through for the past week, you would want to just rip your hair out and then come beat up people. Well, actually, they're closer to you than they are to me because one of them lives in Philly. So you can just, hop a couple states north and beat them with your baseball bat for me. I'd be perfectly okay. No, fuck you, 6363. I just reported you, and you're done here. Huh, Casey, if only. If only. I don't know why it blocked your message, Amanda. All right, here. Let's do this, and maybe they won't block your messages. There you go. Jeez, Pete. First, they want to tell me that they send inappropriate pictures to people of color, which, again, it's their body. They can do what they want, but I don't even take pictures like that. Just to give you an example, my phone's plugged in, but I have no problem handing somebody my phone. We're going to go through. I only have 79 recent photos, but other than like screenshots and some pictures of my skin for the Curology website and makeup looks, there's those. And then let's go down to my deleted folder where I've got 755 deleted, recently deleted. I don't take inappropriate pictures ever. I mean, if you guys want to and send them to people, that's up to you. But I don't take stuff like that ever. I don't understand the draw to it. I mean, why would I want to look at a picture? I would rather have the real thing than look at a picture. Picture's not going to do me any good. Just saying. And I'm keep scrolling because I'm trying to prove a point. I don't take inappropriate pictures. I don't send inappropriate pictures. I don't want inappropriate pictures for a reason, because I'm a prude. No, I don't have Snapchat. I deleted it because I kept getting pen is pictures from children. I had a 14-year-old start chatting me up one day, and he said, "Oh, well, this number used to belong to somebody else, I guess, but I got it now." I'm like, "How old are you?" 14. And then the next thing he sends me is a picture of his pen is, and I'm like, nope. Right, Amanda? No. I got more inappropriate pictures on Snapchat than I've ever seen in my entire life on any other platform. And I get quite a few pen is shots on Facebook, which they stay in my like message request folder before I finally go through once every few months and I report them all and then block them. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I mean, it's not like I don't know who the fuck you are. So that 6363 guy, I don't know. I don't know who that is. There's like trolls and stuff that hit up live streams all the time, and I ain't got time for that. So, how are you feeling, Nanda? We haven't, I don't even remember when it was last time we spoke. You had just gotten home from the hospital. Let's see. How long has it been? I'm scrolling. 4 weeks ago. Last time we spoke was 4 weeks ago. Okay, we're bad friends. Definitely bad friends. I mean, you're still my friend, but I can't believe it's been 4 weeks since we had a conversation on an app that we won't mention because somebody else might try and add me as a fucking friend. Oh yeah, that's good. Did they do the biopsy of the thing that we talked about, and did they go in through your eye? That was the last thing that we talked about. You sent me your medical papers, and I reviewed them and told you what to expect. They're doing the CT with contrast, right? Because when I had my neck CT, of course, you know those ear things that they stick in, they don't work because it sounds like you're inside a fire truck with a jackhammer and a helicopter. But yeah, oh my God, December kicked my ass. Having to do all those holiday looks and all the editing that went into all those holiday looks. Girl, I am so far ahead on YouTube right now for this month. I just finished uploading another video today. I uploaded one yesterday that I edited. I have a couple of gaming videos that I've edited recently. And that was one thing. Ooh. Can you do a Benadryl or something before they give you the contrast to also help with the allergic reaction? I didn't do so good on the contrast either. It made everything itch. So yeah, Casey, she's pulling your leg. I'm actually older than Amanda. With those, what I did, I scared the camera. Oof. There we go. When I went in for my neck CT, of course, they give you the earbuds and stuff. I just turned all the noises and stuff in the machine as I made music with it in my head. So the jackhammer sound was like the drum beat and the wah, 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 wah sound. It sounds like a helicopter propeller. I use that as like another background noise, and the stuff that sounds like a fire truck siren, which you should be familiar with because your husband's a fireman. I turned all of that into freaking music in my head. I mean, granted, by the time I got out, I had a migraine. And I've done I think I shared it not too long ago. There was a picture I had done where I'd stuck my arm in front of one of the MRI machines that I went into that literally, when you lay in there like this, all I could do was this, and that's as far as I could move. Literally that. That is how small the tube was that I went into. It was literally from my elbow to the tips of my finger wide. So I've been in those, and that was actually really neat because there was a fan up here blowing on me the whole time. I kept doing this, trying to look for it. I couldn't see it because it was dark in there. And then they had me in one of the open tubes. I think that thing made more noise than the closed one did. So yeah, I'm like super strange. And at one point when I was in the open MRI machine, I started humming, and the tech says, "Stop breathing." I'm like, "I'm not breathing." He goes, "You're singing." I'm like, So the music from my head started to come out. He's like, "Your brain's leaking. Stop it." So the radiology tech that I used to have, he doesn't work there anymore, and I won't go back to that facility anymore because one of the front office girls threatened me and then followed me to my car, and I called the police on her and had her arrested. So I can't go back there anyways. But he was like, he's a really good radiologist. So I enjoyed working with him all the years that I got to work with him for my back and my neck and everything else that he had to do for me with MRIs and CTs and stuff like that. He was really good. But yeah, he had to fuss at me more than once about humming while I was getting an MRI because you're not supposed to. Breathing can cause issues, especially when they're doing pictures of like your neck or your upper back or your lower back. Because I have scoliosis like here on my back up top. So when you take a deep breath or whatever, that can mess up what's going on the film. So yeah, no humming in the MRI machine. It's bad. They said it was a no. Yeah, the headphones fall off. They also make your ears itch and they give me a headache. So oof. No, I wouldn't be happy about that either. Just the thought of getting another epidural makes me want to throw up. That lovely pop sensation that when they hit your spinal cord, that those pop and you're like, nope, can't do it. Even with local anesthetic, I can still feel it. And just that popping sensation when they finally get through the the outside wall of the spinal cord, it just makes me want to hurl. It really does. It's bad. Emaroo, I see a foot. Are you awake, Boobers? The dog's all covered up on her bed. No, she's got Casey, I've talked about Amanda multiple times before. If you ever saw the Real Chat with Rebecca on seizures, the first episode I did was on her. She's got a specific clotting disorder that basically turns her blood from normal red flowing stuff into goopy red, not so good flowing stuff. So her blood is like her body produces an extra protein that causes her blood to congeal, and it's rare. So that's a bonus. She's got all kinds of like bonus features that she's not supposed to have, and it causes bad health reactions. Yeah, well, I wish I had insurance so that I could go back to the doctor to get back on my pain meds.
It just moved outside.
Just saw something move outside. Oh, and the same UPS guy, when I was live the other day, the UPS guy stopped our dog in its tracks, and he delivered my dad's brand new TV today or yesterday, and I thanked him for what he did and how he did it. He says, yeah, little dogs, man, they got really big attitude. You just got to put them in their place right away. I was like, kudos, man. You did an awesome job. I appreciate that. I said, she loves men. She's usually very friendly. But I said, what you did, I mean, big appreciation, dude. So, yeah. Yeah, there are some theories, Amanda, that they're still using Agent Orange in some types of therapies. We'll just use that term so I don't get somebody knocking on my front door. Just like they supposedly got rid of saltpeter in, was it the 1940s? So, I mean, not like it's going to be harmful. Saltpeter isn't technically harmful. You can use it for all kinds of things, but right? Yeah. No, I understand. Neither of us need knocking on our doors. If somebody knocks on my door, they're lucky I don't go out the front door with a gun. But okay, back to content stuff. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos scheduled right now, all the way up until January 19th. And I have 2 gaming videos that I have yet to schedule. Tomorrow's video is a shop with me. And then we have a makeup video, then a painting video. But I have been editing some of the older like game content that I recorded like back in October. So I didn't know if or where or when you guys wanted me to throw those in, because I can always move stuff back or mix it up a little bit, because I'm trying to do at least a makeup video and then a non-makeup video. Plus I have just pulled in 70.4 gigabytes worth of videos that I had filmed since December. And that's still rendering, so I can't look at the date. Yeah, Casey, it's pretty bad. All right. I have, let's see, this one was recorded. Properties. Okay, so this one, okay, I did most of my cooking videos on January or December 25th. And then I did a how I do baked chicken on, I think that was the 20th. Okay, on the 27th, so 2 days later. So I have 16 different video files to edit for cooking content, which is 24.1 gigs. And then I did, I'm getting caught up. I filmed my last empties of 2020. I filmed that. I did an update on the Project Pan thing. I did first impressions with the So Jaded palette and the wine palette. I just finished filming the last 2 looks for the Hue palette, the one that came in from ColourPop, the one that my dad bought me for Yule. I just finished filming the last looks for those. So first impressions are already uploaded. Those are scheduled to go up. Fade into Hue goes up on January 17th. So that's the first impressions for that. And I just finished filming the last 2 looks for the 4 looks. I filmed a like compilation thing, 2 palettes, 2 looks, to show how one palette, I think that's more like a companion palette than a standalone palette. I did a video on how that would work with another palette from the same brand. So I have 3 palettes that I've done first impressions on recently. And then I did 2 more holiday looks because I got the wine palette in that was the right color story that I needed. Let's see, what else did I get filmed? I don't remember what this one was. And I don't remember what that one is. That's what's in my editor right now. Oh, the Cartagena palette is in my editor right now. So my first impressions of, well, it's first-ish impressions because I've already used it. And I haven't done a video yet on the Studio 54 collection, like independently, because to me, it's a companion palette. So I'm wearing one of the highlighters right now, but it has 2 highlighters and then a 4-pan palette that came with it. So I haven't done like a first impression because I've been using it since I got it. I've been super busy. Even my second channel has videos scheduled out for like 7 or 8 days. And I'm doing every other day videos. $50,000 helicopter ride. Did you get at least a peck on the cheek for that? So that's crazy. I've seen like helicopters at a distance, but I've never seen one like up close. But I've flown airplanes, so, there's that. And my dad was working on his pilot's license like 30 years ago. So in a pinch, depending on how big the plane is, either my dad or myself can figure out the controls and try and keep it in the air long enough to, wake the pilot back up or something. Not that I get in airplanes very much because I really don't care for them. I like my feet on the soil, the dirt, the ground. I don't like boats because they sink. And I don't like airplanes because they crash. So, but then again, I'm in more danger riding my motorcycle down the road than I would ever be in an airplane or a boat. So, but okay, 42 minutes for 50 grand. Was that a medical induced helicopter ride? Because that sounds like an awful lot of money for 42 minutes in a helicopter, especially with no window view. Sounds like you got ripped off. Again, did you get a peck on the cheek? I mean, for that kind of money, you ought to. Anyway, so I don't know where to stick the gaming content in for my main, for my channel. Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you needed the helicopter ride. I hopefully will never have a second stroke. I've had the one and I don't want another. No. One was enough. I don't need another one. And it was no fun. So that, no. No, and no. Ah. Ouch. Well, I've had a hole in my heart for years. It's called a murmur, but hole in heart's not good. It's funny, on the iPad it says you retracted a message, but I will see it on my live screen thing. So that's funny. Yeah. So every day I keep getting inundated from Florida Blue about paying my health care. In order to qualify for Obamacare or Marketplace Health, you have to earn $12,600 in one calendar year, or potentially estimated to earn that much money in a year in order to get any type of medical help. So by December 15th, you have to sign up for the Marketplace healthcare stuff, which I did. But in order to complete the application, they want you to pick a healthcare plan. So they won't finish the application without it. So of course I had to pick a plan. And now every day since I filled that darn thing out, Florida Blue has been emailing me 12 times a day telling me I need to pay my bill. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have $400 laying around. I just don't. Right, Amanda? Get to be that old. You should know a whole lot of stuff. So I finally went on the website. I clicked on the email and reported I took myself off their mailing list, and it asked why. I said, y'all spam me 10 times a day. I'm tired of it. I don't have $400 to pay for health insurance. I just don't. I don't even earn that in a year. So, stop. And of course, the Marketplace Health thing sent me a letter in the mail telling me, I think I still have it. It might be on the desk behind me. I just got it in, and it came in after the date I was supposed to call. So it said I was supposed to call by December 28th in order to complete my application, and I get it the day later or the day after. I'm like, okay, so you mail a thing telling me that I have to call by the December 28th, and I don't get it until almost January 1st. So I guess I didn't get approved because I couldn't have called because I didn't have the letter to tell me to call. Oh, it's emails, Amanda. They're sending me emails after emails after email. So, and it's funny, I've had so many people ask me, well, why don't you just get Medicaid? I'm like, I live in Florida. And they're like, well, what does that mean? I was like, you have to be 18 and younger in Florida to get Medicaid. And the other person's like, but in such and such state, you can get Medicaid at any age. I'm like, well, goody for you, but I live in Florida and we can't get health care here after the age of 18 that's provided by the state, unless you're, Social Security age, and then you have to be literally 65 to get on that. And they're like, so what do you do for insurance between the ages of 18 and 65? I said, nothing. You pay for your own, that kind of thing, or you have it provided for you by work. And even when I worked in the salon industry, none of the salons I ever worked for, even as a manager of a salon, did they ever offer healthcare. None offered healthcare, period. So, there's a couple other things I wanted to discuss. I have a blog coming out soon as they approve it for Social Blue Book. So when that goes out, it details like what I use it for, who it's for, that kind of thing. So I'll share it on my community tab about that. I'm just waiting on Sam to review everything and make sure that he doesn't want me to add anything before I post it. And then for the Project Pan video, I did, because not all of the things are going to fit in the description box, I went ahead and preemptively wrote a blog and linked everything that I could find. There's like 2 or 3 items that are from that list that are no longer available, which is odd, as I haven't had them that long. So I have a couple of blogs that are coming out soon that are related to specific like content that's coming out. Right? Well, we have Dick Santis. And yes, I know that's not his real name, but I call him Dick anyways because he's a dick. Congress is meeting right now to count the Electoral College votes, confirming Biden's win. About fucking time. Body found in Sanford, identified as missing woman Tiffany Church. They're the ones that they thought were in danger. Her and her boyfriend went missing. Yeah, well, the Sunshine State's a bunch of fucking backwoods redneck stupid motherfuckers. Adolf Cooper. He must be a Trump supporter. That's funny. I'm on Covet. You know what that is, Amanda. Oh, 4.95. I liked that look. Oh, go away. Oh, okay. A really bad Democrat. I'm sorry. I honestly think that doesn't matter who they are politically wise, like what party they fall under. I think you get bad eggs on both sides. And I think they all need to be left behind like the garbage that they all are. Looking to see if I missed anything in our house chat. Somebody asking for advice on a look. We just started a new runway rally, and one of our main members, she had a death in the family, like suddenly. So she missed an event. She's like, I'll leave the house if you want. I'm like, no, you never miss. You've been with us for 2 years. Why would you up and quit the house? No, you're fine. Stay. And then we had somebody else miss a look last night, and I mentioned it in chat, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I entered it. I forgot. Da, 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 da. Thankfully, it wasn't our daily. I know. I had to go in and collect my daily rewards. So my tickets and my 100 gems. Hi, Chloe. Thank you. It's the Fade into Hue palette from ColourPop. I got an orangey salmon look on one eye and a green look on the other. I finally got the last rows done. Yes, Casey. Cooking videos have yet to be edited yet. So let me go to my channel. Oh, I got back off the page. Hang on, I got to go back. I thought I had the page still up. Okay, so the cooking videos I have not edited yet. I just pulled the card out of my camera last night. So tomorrow's video is a shop with me. It's a nerdy version of shop with me, so it's not makeup related. I do have a makeup related one planned, but I haven't done it yet. And today I have to film the that hair product video, the video for that hair straightener that is very excruciatingly damaging to the hair. So I plan on getting that filmed here in a little bit. Then I have 2 looks with the Raw Beauty Christie palette. And then there's a painting video, another Raw Beauty Christie palette video, another painting video. Then the Fade into Hue First Impressions goes up on the 17th. And then the 19th is the last painting video that I recorded back in October. And then I have 2 video game videos that I uploaded, one yesterday, one today, that are each over 30 minutes long. Hey, Nadine. Ooh, Nadine, what are you doing tomorrow? It's supposed to be 80 degrees and I can ride the motorcycle over. And you can figure out which necklace you like. I figured I'd go rob the bank first because I got to give Dad money. And then I can swing by and bring your pendant back and the 2 necklaces and let you figure out which ones you want. I haven't forgotten. I've just been really busy. Chloe sent me a message yesterday on Facebook and I was like, girl, if only. I've done this and this and this and this and this and I haven't even had time to. And when Dad gets home, he wants to get on WoW and he wants to game. And I'm like, ugh. So yeah, I've been really busy. Last night, Dad and I went to bed about the same time because we were both bitching about being tired. I live streamed last night until like 11 on Twitch. And then I think I was asleep by midnight and I woke up at 7. So okay. Well, I will let you know. I'll send you like when I get up and get my day and stuff going tomorrow. I'll let you know before I head out that I'll come over. That way you know I'm coming. I mean, not that it really matters, but and there's 3 different sizes of that Rolo chain. You only have 2 in the bag. Do you want me just to bring all 3? Because I think one of them's a 20 and a half. Let me look. I don't know how to pull up the website. Actually, I got it right here. Duh. Just gotta find the necklace design. And I found when I bought that chain and how much I paid for it. I even have matching bracelets. Okay, so one of them is a 20 and a half, one's a 24 and a half, and one's a 21 inch. I think I got the halves because of the closures I added to them. I have 2 24 inch, and you have, I think you put, okay, you have the 21 inch and a 24 and a half inch in the bag. So do you want me to bring the 20 and a half, or do you think the 20 and a half length is going to be too short? At 13 o'clock, right? Well, yesterday my sleep schedule was really messed up because the night before I went to bed, I started shutting things down at like 8:30. And Dad's like, you going to bed? I was like, yeah, I'm tired, man. I can't even keep my eyes open. So I got up and washed my face and took my makeup off and brushed my teeth. And I was in bed by 9. I was asleep by 9:30. And then at 1:30 in the morning, I'm like, ping. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Can I just sleep? So I got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep then. But I got, let me pull it up so I can be accurate in my information because I don't like to misquote things. Let's see. Yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I edited 6 videos yesterday. 6. One of them I started editing like the 28th or 29th of December. I finally finished it yesterday. That was the first impressions for this palette. So I exported that one at 5:23 a.m. Then I did vlog number 1 at 7:33. That one exported. The second vlog I edited was at 7:57. The third vlog I edited, I exported at 8:24. And the fourth vlog I edited was at 8:48. And I was back asleep. I was back in bed by 9 o'clock yesterday morning. And then I slept until noon. And then the other video I edited yesterday, I exported it at 6 o'clock last night. So I was busy yesterday. But total, I think I got, if you count the sleep I got that night and the sleep I got yesterday during the day, I got 7 hours of sleep almost. So it was just segregated through the day. I don't like doing that though. I mean, my body appreciates it more with the fibro, but my brain gets a little weird. Because when I woke up at noon, I'm like, coffee. But then again, I guess it worked out because by 11 o'clock last night, I'm sitting there going, and I was live streaming. So that's not good. I was like, all right, Dad, I'm going to get to this place and I'm going to stop streaming and log out. And I was in the middle of fighting a elite monster last night. And my dad's APU over there goes, and then shuts everything off on that side of the room. Everything. The entire wall was off. Thankfully, my computer's on a whole other circuit on this side of the room. So I was okay, but it took our modem out, took the phone out, took out his computer, took out everything. Even the lights on that side of the room were gone. So been real busy. I just pulled in 70 gigabytes worth of footage off my camera. Last night, I went ahead and got that in and I imported and converted all. I hate how my camera saves a picture as like this specific file type and then I have to convert it to a JPG file. I hate that, but I got all those converted last night. But lots of stuff going on, lots and lots of stuff. And I was editing a video this morning for another video game that I played. I did like recordings and stuff up back in October. And I got to thinking while I was editing that, I didn't really explain things all that well. So I think probably I need to go back and redo or like record things a little bit better. Yeah, my coffee, my note coffee is definitely a very important part of my day. Yeah, it was just something tripped it. The wiring in this house is shoddy anyways. The builder built this house as like a spec home and everything. I'm surprised there isn't bubble gum holding things together. I mean, I'm really that surprised that it is what it is. Like there's a wall socket in the living room. You plug something in and you let go of it and you walk away from it and the wall socket goes, puh! And you're like, the fuck, man? So you walk back over and you plug it in and you let go of it and you take 2 steps back and it goes, puh! You can literally watch the wall socket spit the plug out. I'm like, did it not taste good? I mean, it really makes me wonder if the wall socket doesn't like the taste of the plug. So even if you take the plug and you try and like squish the tines together, the little pieces together so that it's a tighter fit and you're like, come on. You plug it in, you like slowly release your hand and you're like, and it goes, puh! And you're like, fuck. So no, it's a feature on Canon cameras. There is no other way to save it off. Trust me, I've looked. It's a specific feature on that camera that it saves it as a specific file, and then you have to convert it. They even give you free software to convert it. It's part of the camera. My head wants to be like, look at this. I got that one piece on top that wants to be bumpy. Oh, and tell Chloe thank you. I really did sit down and think about what I would need done, and I physically need somebody to sit with the inventory, look at the website, pull the product, and set it aside for me to photograph. Physically, somebody would have to be here to do that. I think it would be not conducive to do what I was thinking before, because I got to thinking about it, and I think that would be too much work to have her go to the old website and then try and convert the stuff, because she's not going to have access to the pictures, and she doesn't have physical access to the inventory, and I need a body here to pull inventory. And then it would probably be better to have somebody pulling inventory and then handing me stuff, and then I photograph it and then set it aside so that we know that it's done, and then move on to the next. And I just got in that new LED strip light thing. So until I get all the new lights and stuff put up on my photo setup out there, I think it's not going to be feasible for me to have anybody help me work on that stuff until I get that stuff done. I think I need to move another table in from, like my vending tables and stuff that I have. I think what I'm going to try and do is move one of those in from the big storage shed into that, the jewelry room. And that way I can move, because I have like clothing out here on the, in the foyer that is like freshly washed and stuff that I have listed on Depop. So I need to get that stuff moved out of the house. And then I need to move all those boxes of like clothes and shoes and stuff that's listed on Depop out of the way so that we have easier access to the jewelry. So until I get at least one more table out there to set up, to get stuff off like where I've got things, to make it easier to do the photo setup thing. And like I said, I would need a physical body like here to either use her computer or my computer. Because I mean, it's right here. My laptop still works. It's just slow. So, I mean, she could look at the website and then dig through the jewelry and find it and then pull it, and then I can photograph it and then set it aside, and then we can just, but again, it would be one of those, it has to be somebody physically here. Yeah, I mean, I needed at least get one table, if not two, put up out there now that Dad's got all the lumber moved out of that room. Plus, I still have that shit in the middle of the floor from that painting project I was working on that I need to finish. I have so many unfinished things, it's not even funny. I always have unfinished stuff. Like my dad's scarf that's sitting over here. But it's going to be 80 tomorrow, so he's not going to need it. It's a lot of stuff. I've got so much stuff that I'm always doing. That's why I can't understand why people are so bored staying at home. I'm like, just stay the fuck home. If you're not going to go out and wear a mask, then stay home. But I'm bored. There's nothing to do. Well, then clean your house, reorganize your closet, take everything out of your dresser and look at it and be like, have I worn this? No. Okay, let's put it aside. Have I worn this? Yes. Okay, put it over here. That way you can see what you're wearing, what you're not wearing in your closet. Oh, have you cleaned your bathroom lately? No? Okay, then go clean that. Do you need to vacuum your house? Do you need to dust this fucking ceiling? I don't know. Find something to do. Stop going out. Stop spreading this fucking disease and this virus and everything. I don't understand why people can't just stay the fuck home. I never have nothing to do. Never. There's an entire front yard of leaves I could go rake. Do I want to? No. Am I going to? Probably not. But there's always something to do. Always. I need to do an oil change on my motorcycle. Have I done it? No. Because I need to run my motorcycle long enough to get the oil hot so that I can do that. And I know if I run out to the post office and back, that my engine's going to be too hot and I don't want to work on it. And then I'm going to have to park it for a little bit. And I'm going to get distracted and sidetracked and forget that it was even parked to do an oil change. And by the time I get back out there for remembering, my oil's going to be cold again. I'm going to be like, fuck. So I've always got something to do. Always. I probably need to check the tires because I had problems with my front tire being out of round. I probably need to detail my motorcycle again, but again, it's been too flippin' cold to get out there and wash it. Uh-oh. What'd you send me, Amanda? Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. You're level 82? You suck. Oh, sirens. Well, I know. I could see on the screenshot. I don't even know. I think I'm level 50 something. 55. Level 55. Wait, what was the name of that one? The Silver Planet. You okay, Em? You all right? What are you crying for? Were you dreaming? You okay? Did you have a bad dream? You all right? I don't know if y'all heard the dog just do that crying howl thing, but that was odd. All right. The Silver Planet. I don't see it in my looks. Let me see. Is it something that just popped? Oh, I haven't done it yet. Oh, I started it. It says outfit in progress. I haven't started it yet. I got as far as a shirt and a purse. Yours looks so much better, though. Now I have to rethink my look. Yours looks really futuristic. Mine looks like some girl at the beach. Aw, MM, you look sad. What's the matter, honey? I don't know what's wrong with the dog. She looks really sad. And then that cry is like, I'm sure she was sleeping, but the siren going by probably didn't help. And ever since that massive accident on the corner over here the other day, every time a siren goes by, I worry. I think I've caught everybody up on everything. I mean, at least that guy stopped messaging me on Facebook. I mean, it's in my message requests folder, so I didn't reply. I got a notification that he sent me a request. I haven't looked to see if he's tried to message me since. Yeah, I don't know. She's laying on her bed all like got a weird look on her face. It doesn't give off good juju. So I don't know what's going on. That noise she made was sad. I'm sure she's fine. She was probably just dreaming. And free cell? I don't even know what that is, Nadine. Ooh, I do have some computer games that would work on your machine though, because they're older games and I can't play them on mine. So if you want, I can bring you some video games that you might like that will run on your computer, because they won't run on mine. I think they're like DirectX 8 or something like that, and we're on DirectX like 11 or 12. Jason's up to his eyeballs in coding right now, or he'd probably be in chat. Oops. Okay, so he is here. Neener, Jason. I thought you said you had your head down. You were coding. Why did it not have you? It didn't have you as a moderator. That's weird. I know you can have more than one. I promise I wasn't talking smack about you, Jason. My friend Keyshawn just shared this thing. It says, black people don't change the remote battery. We slap it till it behaves itself. I don't think it's just a black people thing. I think all people do it. Because I know I smacked mine. He's shaking a few times. Like, God damn it, would you? No, okay. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, pretty good. Yes, that's why your ears were burning. It keeps saying you're not a moderator. I made sure you are a mod. You know, I talked smack about him at the beginning of the live stream. So, but it's nothing I haven't already said to him, so it shouldn't be any surprise to him. I will never say something about somebody behind their back without either saying it to their face first or saying it to their face first. So, yeah, I have a lot of my video games are older, so they don't run on anything like Windows. Some of them will work on Windows 7, and then the most of them will not even work on Windows 10. I've even got video games that will play on Windows 98. So, hey now, Minesweeper's like an OG. It's the only game that can make me cuss and scream and fuss and yell and beat things and do things like Dad does. I don't know what it is about Minesweeper, but it always made me want to rip my hair out. And then you end up cussing at it, and then you're like, God damn it, it's just a video game. Then you get mad at yourself for being so upset. Oh, no, Sudoku makes me want to rip my hair out, too. Because if you put one number on the wrong spot, you're like, ow, that's not going to work. Then you're mad at yourself for picking something that you knew wouldn't fit in there, but you still put it there anyways. Yeah, if your computer can play like Windows XP games, then I have games that you can probably play on it. Because I got some old video games. Like I have the original Warcraft games that, you played on Windows 98. I liked Windows XP. I hated Windows 2000 though. My back was growing a hair. It was gray too. Yeah, Nadine, if Chloe can like back roll your computer to XP, I've got some games that you might actually like in my drawer of old games that I can't play anymore, but I enjoyed them. I have the entire Age of Empires compendium. I've got all except for one of the Heroes of Might and Magic games. I've even got some original. I've got the Shimmerillion, I think is what it's called. The Magic the Gathering, like actual like video game. It's not just the card game. I have that. I have all the original Diablo and Warcraft games, not the ones that are online, but the like actual game itself. I have all of those. So, I mean, I've got some old school games. I think I even have Sim City and Sim Ant, Sim Farm. SimCity 2000. I have all of those, I think, still. Yeah, on Windows 7, you should be able to play XP games. Wow. Until your writing turns into money, you can always goof off for an hour or so a day on playing a video game. Well, let me know how it goes, Amanda. Call me if you need me, or call me if you just want to. You've got my cell number. Before, during, after the MRI, just let me know. Have your husband call me, one of those. Because I don't know how much, I pop on and off Facebook throughout the day, so it just depends. But yeah, let me know what's going on. You've got my deets. I'm kind of done ranting right now anyways, unless somebody pisses me off about something else. Ooh! And there goes Keyshawn again. She's like, don't sleep with the husband if you can't beat up the wife. Yeah, but Jason, you don't just write for your stuff, though. You have to do the maps, and you have to do the character details and the landscaping stuff and all the details for the world. You have to do all of that stuff too. And I'd be cross-eyed trying to do half the stuff you do. I'd probably be sitting there looking at the coding on the computer going. So. Yeah, I don't. You do make me want to drag my C++ book out and read it for fun on occasion. And other times you just make me want to grab my C++ book and beat myself in the head with it because it's 4 inches thick. Actually, I think it's in the living room right now. I think. Hang on. Let me get a flashlight and go look. Okay, now I don't know where it's at. Maybe I put it back in my room. I hope I put it back in my room. It was out there on the bar because I had to look up something not that long ago, and I put it on the bar in the kitchen. And then my dad moved it to the chair, and it's not out there. So maybe I put it back in my room. I don't know. So occasionally I do use my C++ book for reference. It's only been a decade since I took those classes. Oof, that's bad, Jason. Yeah, I think I'd be having PTSD flashbacks for that too. But least you know the material. Oh, did you ever find the sigil thing that you were working on? I know you were asking me about sigils for the thing that you said that could be miniaturized for that drawing you were working on. Did you ever find a sigil that worked? Because I know you were talking to me about that. Uh-oh. Pennsylvania Senate Republicans refuse to seat Democrat Brewster in contentious swearing-in ceremony. What a douche. Oh, and the new Nomad palette, I think, launches in 6 days. I can't wait. Released 2 new pictures today of what it might look like. So far, there are a couple of colors in it that I'm like, ooh. So she posted a picture of this really pretty, like, metallic fuchsia color, and then a matte, like, yellow orange. And then the other day she posted like a sagey dark green and a lighter, like, minty green. And she's got me all confused. Okay, so the palette was blue with water-looking stuff on it, and then she put Yule lads on it. So that was the first clue. A blue water scene on the cover and 2 Yule lads. And then she says, and I was thinking like somewhere cold with snow. Then she says, clue number 1, well, technically clue number 2, it says our next destination, people go swimming outdoors all year round. So I'm thinking like island stuff because, you know, Hawaii and stuff like that. Oh, that's good, Jason, that you found something that would work. So I'm thinking island stuff like the Bahamas and the Virgin Islands and Hawaii and the Caribbean and stuff like that, because it says you can go swimming all year round. And I know there you can go swimming all year round. And then she says, the next clue is, it says this destination is one of the greenest on earth. So of course our palette had to include some green beauties. And I'm thinking, okay, does she mean green as in foliage or green as in energy? And there were several places when I like looked at like the greenest place on earth, a lot of them were talking about like Iceland and Germany and Sweden and places that use green energy. So now I'm wondering if it's one of those places. And then the next clue that she says, it says about the palette, although the waterfalls are amazing, again, I'm still thinking Hawaii here. Here is one of many. It is usually the volcanoes that capture all of the headlines. Again, I'm still thinking Hawaii, but looking at the rock formation around the waterfall, that's definitely not Hawaii. And the green cover there looks kind of mossy, which makes me think cold. And then today she says, speaking of volcanoes, this destination has about 1/3 of the world's lava flow inspired by these 2 shades, which is the metallic fuchsia color and the orange. And now I'm like, okay, now I need to Google. All right, I'm going to Google that. And see, this says Hawaii's volcano erupts with a dramatic lava flow. So now I'm really thinking Hawaii. I keep thinking Hawaii anyways. But one of my friends said that she thought the palette was for like Iceland. Yeah, Iceland, Jason. That's what one of my friends was saying, that there's they're known for like, and if I really think about it, when I was a kid, I couldn't tell the difference between Greenland and Iceland. One of them I know is vastly larger landmass wise. But if you think about it, Greenland is mainly ice and Iceland is mainly green. So there's the green. But Iceland is also known for having a lot of green energy. And Dad was saying something about Iceland has a lot of like hot springs that you can swim in all year round. So I'm like, now I'm torn between Iceland and Hawaii for the clues. Plus, both places have volcanoes because they're island countries. And I'm like, is it Hawaii or is it Iceland? So Felicia has me all confused. But either way, I have the money put aside. I don't know how much the pallet's going to be, whether it's going to be her $37 pallet, the $39 pallet, $42 or $45. But I have exactly enough to cover the pallet and shipping right now put aside. Dad said I could save so much money out of my stimulus money to buy the pallet, which I did. I need to go pull the rest of the money from the bank to pay him for that camera. But now I'm sitting here going, it has two really pretty green colors. It has a gorgeous like fuchsia metallic shade, which looks like the special shades that they do. And it has an orange similar to the color I have right here that's in that Fade into Hue palette. So geysers? I don't know much about geysers. All I know is that it has something to do with a natural stream under the crust, underneath like earth, that shoots up through due to venting from volcanic shafts. I mean, I know that about geysers, but a friend of mine went through school to become a geologist, and that's why I know that. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is Iceland now, because she kept throwing me off because the palette is really pretty. It's blue and it has like, it literally looks like icy waves on it. And then she put these little Yule lads. I'm like, but Yule lads have nothing to do with Hawaii at all. So then I was thinking like Nordic stuff, like Finland, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, places like that is what I was thinking of for the little Yule lads. And all her clues, it's talking about these things, and a lot of those countries have green energy. So now, and a lot of them I do believe have at least one volcano. So I'm like, but a lot of those places also get really, really, really flipping cold, and I wouldn't want to swim there at all throughout the year because they never get warm enough. So maybe it is Iceland. I don't know. I'm so confused. So I'm going to, she's only on clue, was it clue number 4. And she does clues every day, or every other day until she says that there's 6 clues total. So there's 2 more clues. And then, you know, we have to like say what we think. And then she puts the people that vote the right thing into like a giveaway thing. And she gives away like two of the palettes. And I've never won one of the giveaways, but it would be nice, you know. Yeah, I dare you to pronounce that, Jason. Right? Ain't no way. I can't even freaking read that. No, I thought about like New Zealand, but a lot of New Zealand and stuff you can't swim at year round either because it's too cold. I mean, I've got some friends that are Kiwis, and then I also thought about Australia. But again, Yule lads have nothing to do with that part of the world. It's mainly all the Scandinavian countries that have something to do with the Yule lads. It's all the Nordic stuff. So I don't know. I'm really stuck between Iceland and Hawaii, so I'm gonna have to wait and see what tomorrow's clue is. But someone says I'm really thinking Hawaii on the post. Someone says, I was thinking Iceland, but that pink has me switch into Hawaii. Someone else says, okay, hear me out. New Zealand? Someone else says, it's got to be Hawaii. Someone else says, I'm with a couple of the other girls. I'm thinking it's Hawaii. Then there's like 3 or 4 people that say Iceland. Somebody's just said Indonesia. I don't know. Everybody's just as confused as I am. So I will have to wait and see. Louisville police fire 2 detectives connected to Breonna Taylor's death. Good for them. Good for them. Finally. I still don't understand the purpose of that raid when they already had the person in custody, but yet they still had a no-knock order and they still raided her fucking apartment with their guns drawn, shooting when they already had the person they were looking for in custody. That still makes no sense to me whatsoever. Just like the George Floyd stuff. All that does is just make me angry. Well, my friend Wendy is currently in Australia right now because that's where she's from. She moved to Oregon a few years ago with her husband, but she's back there visiting her son and her father and her family that's still in Australia right now. She keeps doing like posts and stuff of her like trips to like various like waterfalls and streams. And I mean, it's summertime there for them and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to go to Australia, but you know, as I've said many times, I don't have a passport, not to mention I don't have the several $1,000s to fly to Australia. I'd love to visit. Hell, I'd love to go I'd love to go to Germany and visit like where my grandfather was born, my dad's dad. I'd want to see like where him and his brothers were born. I'd love to see where his father was born and their 4 brothers. I'd love to go see like the entire town of Oberstadt, which is in northern Germany. I'd love to go and see the country and like talk to the people and just see how that. I know things in Germany are a whole lot different than they are here, which, you know, isn't like a big thing to me, but I would like to be able to go and see like where my ancestors come from, or at least the German ones. I'd like to go because I know in the city of Oberstadt, according to like my ancestry stuff, that about 70% of the population of that city, which is only like 3,500 people that live there, are like all related to me by blood. So I would love to go there someday and see if I even resemble any of the people that live there, because some of the other Oberstadts and stuff that I am linked to via DNA that are here in this country, I look nothing like them. Nothing. And I don't really look like my mom's family either. So I'd like to see if there was any type of similar lineage in appearance for the people that are from Germany. Yeah, actually, Oberstadt means over the city. So the fact that a city is called over the city, I'm wondering if it's up higher than another city. But it's in northern Germany. I'd like to maybe one day before I croak, go visit. So I have 43 more years to go to make it. Yeah, a whole city with my name. All right, I'm taking over. I'll plant my flag. Don't speak much of the language. I can read some German, but I don't speak much of it. I have an old school German reader that I've had for a long time. But don't expect me to read a whole lot of German because I'm really bad at it. I mean, I can guesstimate what a lot of this stuff means just for the fact that I understand, you know, bits and pieces of Spanish and French and, you know, stuff like that. But I don't understand German well enough to even try and speak the language. I might have a German last name, but it doesn't mean I speak the language. I kind of wish I did. But even if I tried to learn a foreign language now or another language, I would have nobody to talk to. And without using the language, you lose it. Like French, I only remember like bits and pieces of it. And when I was younger, I had friends that were from, you know, that like one of my friends was Creole. So she spoke French to me. And then, of course, my OB's office had a nurse that was Haitian. So she spoke French. So I got to use my French. And then my friend Juan, he was from Colombia. So I got to use my Spanish with him. And so it was like I got to keep up my languages in my 20s. But as I got into my 30s, I don't really hang out with anybody anymore. So I don't go places and see people. And if you don't use the language, you kind of lose it after a while, I find. I mean, I remember some bits and pieces here and there, and I use like some like French in my day-to-day life, but very rarely do I use, like if somebody sneezes, I'll be like, "À vous souhait," and they're like, "What? À vous souhait?" It means God blesses you in French. Or like if my dad says something, I'll be like, "Qu'est-ce que c'est?" which means what is it? Or there's like por qué for Spanish, which means, you know, why, what, why. Or occasionally he'll ask me something and it's about figures or math, and I say, "Cuánto te quiere?" So I mean, basically it means how much do you want, or how much is it? Cuánto means it's a money reference. So, I mean, there's like little bits and pieces of the languages that I do use. Like my dad, when he's talking to me and I'm like, "Ah, shitty," which means like behind in Japanese. Or he'll make me mad and I start saying, "Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku," you know, and he's like, "Are you counting in Japanese again?" I'm like, "Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, achi, ku." And he's like, "Stop that." I was like, "Would you like another language?" "Andu to a cat sexy sweet new this." And he's like, so I do use some of my languages, but just not all the time. And I don't use them very frequently. Nadine, no. You do know what voulez-vous coucher avec moi means, right? It's basically a whore asking you to take her around the corner to fuck her to death. And ce soir means like right now. Yeah, I can trace my lineage back to like 1660 in Germany, and then before that it switches over to like Switzerland. So I've got records going back to the 1400s, but most of it comes from Switzerland, Casey. So Nadine, no, I will not voulez-vous coucher avec moi. Ce soir. No. That's a big 9 on my part. 9. So yeah, I mean, if that's all the French that you know, I'm ne pas. No. I mean, I can do things like je m'appelle Rebecca and, you know, j'ai mangé. Actually, I'm not technically eating my coffee, but, you know. Or there's like j'ai marché, which means to walk. Je me douche, which means to shower. Brush les dents, which means brush your teeth. And make sure you do that twice a day. And then you've got things like papier, which means paper. Biblioteca is like a library. You've got libra, which is a book. Un crayon is a pencil. Un stilo is a pen. I mean, there's like, I don't even have one handy. Un calculatore or calculatrice. One of them's Spanish, one of them's French. They both mean calculator. I mean, it was funny because I would start off with like, when I was in French classes, I would do fine. But if I did my Spanish classes like later, I would write half the sentence in French and half the sentence in Spanish. But I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, I still remember like bits and pieces of Spanish and French, and I don't use it very often. I still will always remember. And I think my favorite word in Spanish is anaranjado, which is like brown or orange. So, but then with Spanish, you've got like ojos and ojos, and then you got a nariz and a boca, azul. I'm not re-piercing your ears. No. No, thank you. I used to do that in the salons, and nope. I will not pierce anybody anymore. So I don't have the equipment to do it anymore. I don't have the hollow needles, and I mean, I have like these little things, but I don't have my equipment for that stuff anymore, or like the clamps and stuff that you use for piercing. I don't have the appropriate needles. So that would be a negatory on the ear piercing. Core hockey, that would be a negatory as well. I hate hockey. I think it's the most boring sport ever. I mean, you can go to like a piercing place and get your ears re-pierced. There's a couple, like Mr. Williams and Tavares is really good for piercings. There's a place in Eustis that I keep seeing people talk about, like tattoo artists being really good there. So I don't know what that means, and I'm going to tell you no one more time, and we're going to put you in timeout because you don't understand the word no. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it halfway when people are talking to me, and I do have my books. I've got my German books, my Spanish books, my French books, my Japanese books, but I don't use it anymore. So there's no point in me trying to keep up with the language when I don't use it. Oh, no, Jason, golf is the most boring. Golf. I think golf is the boringest sport ever. I love baseball. But you also have to understand, I used to sing the national anthem at baseball games. So I got to understand what the innings were about, and the different types of hits and the pitches and how far you're supposed to throw the bat from the plate. I know the difference between how a metal bat feels versus a wooden bat, and why some ball players prefer one to the other. I understand why they hit the mitt on their glove. I also understand why they bend things certain ways. I understand why they bend the bill on the baseball caps. I understand why they put dark here on their face. It's not like for a fashion statement. I used to really be into baseball, so I don't find baseball boring at all. Baseball and football I actually enjoy. No, not you, Nadine. That core hockey person I told them no. They wanted me to subscribe, or wanted to take my people and have them subscribe to their channel, which is a no-no. You don't go to somebody else's YouTube channel and be like, subscribe to me. No, that's fucking rude. Don't go to somebody's channel and be like, come watch my video. Here's the link. No, that's a big no-no. You don't do that. I don't care who you are. No coil detected. Hello? Oh, that was Angel messaging me. It says that there's no coil detected on my thing, and it's been sitting on the desk. I mean, I used it a little while ago. Has it been that long since I used it? No coil detected. The hell, machine? Sometimes technology, man. Yeah, my dad used to love golf, and I can't. I don't understand what's wrong with this thing. I just used this not that long ago. Sometimes a little, what is it, 215 pin or something that's in it gets weird. Now, if you said no coil now, then you're fine because there literally is no coil. I just got juice down the side, laying it on the side. I need to cut my fingernails. They're driving me nuts. No coil detected. Sometimes I hate my vape. I'll be right back. What? I guess they didn't want to talk to me. I think I better get off the live because I'm about to go scream at my vape because it keeps saying no coil detected. I just tore the whole thing apart. And in order to do that, you've got to take all the juice out of it. Thankfully, it wasn't that full, but I've got to take the actual coil out completely out of the machine, tear everything apart, and then slowly, one by one, put it all back together. I hate how it does this. And it's a expensive unit, so it shouldn't give me this error message. No coil detected. Let's see. You fucking worked like half an hour ago, dude. Why are you not working now? It's been sitting here on the desk. It hasn't done anything. So hang on. I got a whole bunch of messages on Facebook, but that was weird. See, the one I've got is like I said, it was an expensive unit. Sometimes it's the coil that messes up. Sometimes it's the software on the device. Sometimes it's the batteries. If you take the batteries out and you leave them out for a little bit, or you change the batteries that are like, if I take the batteries that are in it and switch them out for a different set of batteries, it'll start working like no problem. I'm like, that was weird. So I don't know why it does it. It's just like, and I used it not that long ago and then set it back down. And I haven't like touched it in like half an hour, but now all of a sudden it says that there's no coil in it. I'm like, annoying. That's okay, Nadine. I didn't care about the caps. I know you're not yelling at me. Plus, I have all these videos that I need to get edited. I got the Cartagena palette in the editor right now, waiting for me to edit it. So I probably ought to get on that. No, batteries are full. I mean, I took it off charge this morning, so they're pretty much slap full. These are, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't like the batteries that are in it. Who knows? I mean, why did sometimes the electronics work and other times electronics don't work? It's technology. And sometimes I just want to take that bitch and throw it out the front door and kick it a few times. So, granted, it probably wouldn't do it any good, but make me feel better. But then again, I also don't want to go kick a several $100 piece of equipment out in the yard. So it is what it is. But anyways, I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours. I didn't plan being this long because I figured my rant would be over within like half an hour. And I get distracted and then we get to where we're at now. And I'm planning on cutting all my nails off soon. Dude, seriously, fuck off. Jesus. That's twice I've timed him out now. And he waited and came back. So, anyways, I will see you guys later. I don't know when I'll live stream again. This one was not planned. I did not plan on going live today because people keep doing things that are pissing me off. So that's why I went live. So, anyways, lots to do. Nadine, we'll talk like logistics with the jewelry and the room and that kind of stuff. But I'll see you tomorrow anyway, so we can talk about it in person with Chloe. I mean, maybe I can get Dad to hire you to rake the leaves in the front yard because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So, some extra cash for you and the yard gets raked. So, you know. All right, I'm going to let you guys go before Core Hockey's timeout comes back around. No, it's the same dude I timed out like a little bit ago. It doesn't tell me what time. I toggled the timestamps, but it doesn't always tell me what time. Looks like 2:04 is when I timed him out last time, and the last message I timed out was at 2:15. So he came back just to spam my chat. So some boys are really stupid and they don't learn. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Tomorrow's video is a shop with me. Boy, do I wish I had the money to buy the shopping trip spree thing. But alas, I do not. It would be nice. Tomorrow's shop with me thing is rather pricey. Very pricey. And how anybody has the money to afford what the shopping spree is beyond me. But I'm sure some people save their money or they have really good jobs and they can afford to just plunk that kind of money down for something. And I wish I did, but I don't. So it's one of those window shop with me kind of things where, well, you'll see tomorrow. It'll go up at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So, all right. I get nerdy with y'all tomorrow. All right. I will see you guys later. I might live stream on Twitch later. It depends on how much work I can get done between now and the time Dad gets home. Plus, I have to get a shower before he gets home anyway, so that when he gets home, he can just get in right away. He was on call last night. I don't know if he's going to be on call tonight or not. So he's had a lot of people call off on being on call lately. Oh, well, I've got something to do, or I've got a doctor's appointment, or I just don't want to do it. So Dad ends up with everybody else's on call, which is an extra $25 in his pocket every day that he's on call, and then time and a half if he gets called out. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, tomorrow is a very expensive shop with me. The next one I have planned is I've already got everything saved off for it. I just have to record it. I haven't had time. I got way too many things. Like yesterday, I recorded like 4 or 5 videos yesterday just because I had so much to get done. I just kind of banged them all out. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.